Okay, so for number 5, hopefully you guys got b to be plus or minus 2 square root of 23. 92 does break down like I see right here, and I show you guys right here. It breaks down to be 2 times 46, and then 2 times 2 times 23, so I have a pair of 2, so I can take that out. For number 6, you guys got plus or minus square root of 87, so we're okay there. 9, I got plus or minus square root of 52. But that does break down, because I get 2 times 26, and that's 2 times 2 times 13, so it's plus or minus 2 square root of 13. Okay, so that's your final answer for that one. And then you guys get plus or minus 1 for number 10. Okay? Here's what I'm going to ask you. We're going to look at this next page here. And we're going to look at number 11. This is the same basic idea. I can multiply this out. I can do x plus 3 squared, but because I have a quantity squared right here, I can isolate this and solve for it. So what I'm going to do is I want to get x plus 3 squared by itself. So what I'm going to do is divide both sides by 2. So I end up with x plus 3 squared equals 4. Okay? Now I can square x plus 3 if I want to, or I can just get rid of the square. And how do I get rid of a square? I can just square root both sides. So right now, I get x plus 3 equals plus or minus 2. Because remember, if I take the square root of 4, I get positive and negative 2. So I still want to get x by itself, so I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, so I get negative 3 plus or minus 2. So in this case, there's 2 solutions. I want to find out each of them. So what I'm going to do is set negative 3 and add 2 to it. And then I'm going to take negative 3 and subtract 2 from it. So I get x to be negative 1 and x to be negative 5. So all we're trying to do, guys, is trying to get the parentheses by themselves. Getting that quantity, x plus 3 squared by itself. If I look at this next one right here, the same basic idea. So I want to get the x minus 2 squared by itself. So I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. So I got 3 quantity x minus 2 squared equals 48. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So I have x minus 2 squared equals 16. Now I want to get rid of the square, so I'm going to square root both sides. So I get x minus 2 equals plus or minus 4. And then I'm going to add 2. So I got x equals 2 plus or minus 4. So I'm going to say x equals 2 plus 4, and x equals 2 minus 4. So I get x to be 6, x to be negative 2. Just to show you guys that it works, if I do 3 times 6 minus 2 squared plus 4, I should get 52. 3 times 4 squared plus 4. So 3 times 16, which is 48, add 4, I get 52. So that works out. If I do the opposite, 3 times negative 2 minus 2 squared plus 4 should get me 52. 3 times negative 4 squared plus 4. That's 3 times 16 plus 4, which is 48, plus 4, which gets me 52. So that checks. All right, I have one more to go over with you guys, looking at number 13 with you. The same idea here, guys. So we're still trying to get the square by itself. I'm not worried about the 3. So I'm going to add 36 to both sides because I want to get the square by itself. So I got 3x plus 1 squared equals 36. Now, because there's nothing else outside, now I got to get rid of the square. So I'm going to square root both sides. So I got 3x plus 1 equals plus or minus 6. Subtract 1 from both sides. So right now, I got 3x equals negative 1 plus or minus 6. So right now, I have 3x equals negative 1 plus 6. And then 3x equals negative 1 minus 6. 3x equals 5. X equals 5 thirds. And then I got 3x equals negative 7. So x is negative 7 thirds. Those are my 2 solutions. Okay? So I will have the answers on my webpage for the last week, but I want you guys to try to do